I'd like to start this video by thanking NetEase for giving me the opportunity to play Destiny Rising a week earlier. Even though my progression doesn't carry over to the full release, it still gave me an idea of what the game has to offer. So I want to talk about that today. When it comes to Destiny Rising, I've seen a lot of concern and critique around the fact that it is a gacha game, and I want to alleviate some fears of this being a gacha game by saying it is a pretty goddamn good gacha game. Not because of the gacha aspects of the game, but because it's a good game. Now, I'm not claiming this is like game of the year, gacha game of the year, mobile game of the year, nothing like that, but it is a solid 7, maybe 8 when it comes to the gacha game genre. I can't really say what is a 10 out of 10 gacha game. However, I can say if there was a game I would give a high score and a high rating, this would be one of them. I place it alongside something like Wuthering Waves. However, I think in the graphical department, Wuthering Waves is much more appealing to the average gamer. With that being said, let's talk about the gacha aspect of this game, because that's probably what most people are concerned about. So, at the beginning of the game, there's going to be 2 banners. There's a standard banner and there's a featured banner. The featured banner has a singular character that you can summon for by the name of Gwen. Gwen is the Grim Reaper in this game, and she is probably the reason why you're playing at the moment. When you summon on a banner like Gwen's, you have a chance to get her until a certain degree. At that certain degree, aka 60 pulls on the banner, whether they are done in multi-summons or singular summons, it does not matter. At this 60 pull mark, you're guaranteed Gwen, no questions. Now, what makes that so good? Well, other gacha games typically have either a 50-50 to get the featured character, or they have no pity at all, or a pity that is in the hundreds to guarantee that character. Destiny Rising doesn't do the pity system at all outside of the guaranteed at 60 pulls. That is it. Nothing more, nothing less. It is that simple to get the featured unit. However, let's say you don't get the featured unit and you still summon on the banner. Does your pity go away? No, it actually transfers to the next banner. So let's say you do 30 summons on Gwen's banner. On the next banner that will come out in September, there will be a character you can pull for, and if you do another 30 summons, on number 30, aka number 60, if you add up both banners' total summons, you are guaranteed that featured unit. This is a fantastic part of the game, as it feels like your summons do truly add up to something. If the gacha was your worry for this game, I honestly wouldn't let it be my worry. Because, let's talk about the MC. Wolf, aka the Young Wolf, is who we play as. They are one of the best characters in the game, and a lot of us who are saying this have not played with Wolf at their maximum power. So far, I believe we've only been able to get the first 3 skill tree nodes on Wolf's skill tree. And with that alone, Wolf is one of the strongest characters in the game. And you get all of their pieces, their weapons, for free. There's no cost in investing in Wolf besides your time, but that is literally every character. Wolf has a very powerful arsenal to them, alongside a very powerful exotic that they are the only ones who can wield that in the launch version of the game. As time goes on and more characters have the ability to use grenade launchers, you'll be able to see how versatile this weapon is off of Wolf themselves. So if you wanted to be a free-to-play god, you can be a free-to-play god. While Wolf may not have the supportive abilities of Tan2's Well of Radiance, they do have massive damage and great team support in terms of movement speed. Moving on, let's talk about content. In a recent developer insight, the devs gave us a bit of their philosophy when it comes to Destiny activities, and especially the endgame. The devs seem very interested in creating raid content and keeping the challenge of raids alongside a rewarding endgame when it comes to Destiny Rising. In my experience, in the beta tests, I felt that the game wasn't very rewarding. However, devs were able to clarify that they have made the game much more rewarding via this Vidoc. So if replayability was a concern, don't worry, the devs want you playing, even if you've spent your daily energy. They want your daily energy to feel like a Lootapalooza instead of the only way to acquire loot, which is fantastic because compared to many gacha games, this is not the case. Dare I say, Destiny Rising is Destiny with some gacha features. This truly does feel like a Destiny mobile and not a Destiny gacha mobile. While yes, there are very much a lot of gacha elements, it doesn't seem to prioritize that over the enjoyment of Destiny and its fans. While there is pop-ups to go spend currency in the store, quite honestly, I don't see it very different from how Bungie currently already tells you to go visit Eververse week on weekend. I would not claim that Destiny Rising will respect your money more than Destiny 2. However, you're able to get into the door and enjoy the game without spending a single dime. And I know a lot of people who've spent money on Destiny 2 that regret spending dimes on the game at all. I hope this short review is enough for you. If it is not, feel free to join my Discord or join any of my live streams and I could further elaborate on some concerns you may have with the game. In my opinion, I think you should just play the game and try it out for yourself if you're not convinced by my opinion. As someone who has played gacha games in the past and has enjoyed playing a few gachas, I can definitely see myself playing this game, possibly longer than any other gacha I have, because it already has some interesting features in a universe that I am familiar with, unlike other gacha games. With that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time.